So coming up, our first presenter is our very own resident and entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur really, is Steve Perez of Fast Port LLC. Steve is here all the time at the eBridge Center. You'll see him here. He's a great asset, lots of synergy with our entrepreneurs. Glad to have him participate.
Good afternoon. My name is Steve Perez, and I will be presenting today AI Receptionist by Fast Port. So every business has this problem. 12 o'clock, during lunchtime, especially on Fridays, 5 p.m., etc., they get a surge of calls. So they will miss calls. This is a real problem. And the customers that call get frustrated. I call this guy and it's busy, and then I call the next guy and I can't get nobody. So both are frustrated from both ends. It is a real problem. They're missing calls. They're not able to communicate. And if somehow they do get through, they're on hold. And nobody likes to stay on hold. We hate it. We get frustrated. We hang up. So guess what? The business loses revenue and the customer loses services. So the solution is AI Receptionist. We plan to solve this. First of all, the AI will pick up all the calls. No more busies. No more holds. You can talk to it. You can make questions and answers. It will qualify you. And the data will be written to your workflow or your CRM. It also has other propositions and valuable insights. For example, it doesn't have to work overtime or during the weekends. And like I said, it can handle multiple calls at the same time. Boom, 100 calls in 1 minute. No human can do that. We can't do that. You can't drive 2 cars at the same time. And it can grow, it can scale. So if you have a lot of calls or a lot of orders that come in certain seasonal peak times, you can handle it. So you can compress it or condense it. And also, it doesn't sound tired, especially during 5 p.m. or et cetera. It also can talk multiple languages, English, Spanish, German. Yes, it has that capacity. So that's how we can solve it. The way it works in the minimal product is you ring, and it never rings busy. This is Steve from Fast Port. It can record your voice. We can replicate your voice. So it will sound friendly. They have to sound like somebody from another state. So it'll sound very friendly. Again, you can have your own Q&As or your questions or specific information like what's the price? And yes, the robot can say the price. The AI can do it. You can qualify that, and all that information can go into your system and update it. And don't forget about follow-ups. How does that work? The bookings. You get a booking, you finally get it on Thursday at 4 p.m., and guess what? We're humans, we forget. So the AI can call at 3 o'clock to remind you, so your bookings go up, your revenue goes up. That is the minimal viable product. The total addressable market is $14 billion, but we hope to get 1% of this in the serviceable obtainable market by being able to integrate this. We do have 3 packages on the business model. Our basic starter package is $99 for 150 minutes. There's email support, but if you want to upgrade to the next one, it gives you the Pro, it gives you more minutes, but it also gives you more support. And then we also have the enterprise model, which allows you to expand, get more phone support, more tech support, and more integration support. That's for the enterprise model. Our team comprises myself as general manager, and Geraldine as our digital resources, also with Jesse in marketing, and we do have some technical support and advisors that will help us make this even better. Our timeline, we are catching traction. We got some accounts coming in November, but we hope to be in 30 accounts by next year and doubling that for the next year, especially on the enterprise side of things. Our competitors, yes, we do have competitors, okay? But we're trying to make it turnkey. We're trying to make it easy, low price, flexible. We don't want to make it hard. You want to go hard, go with Twilio. Be a coder. Figure it out. You will not get AI receptionists through them. The income projection we have is $99, and at least on this chart, but we do expect to be profitable in the first year. Our ask is $25K. We continue to refine it, but notice how coding and refinement is less than marketing. But the refinement is to make it better, record the voice, tweak it, make it friendly and tone and make it your own. That's the AI. On the marketing, obviously, you gotta make the outreach. You gotta let people know you exist. If not, they don't call. Well, call. Make it work for you. Play around with it. It won't ring busy. You can leave an appointment. You can leave a meeting. You can talk to it for 3 minutes if you want to. And guess what? It'll call you back next week. So be careful with it. Thank you.
We have time for a couple of questions, judges.
Hi, great presentation. What is your target market? What size company are you looking to capture?
Well, small companies, by the way, the definition of a small company, according to the federal government, is 500 employees or less. That's a lot of small companies.
Thank you. And follow-up question, what is the pricing of hiring humans to do this job at a company that size compared to your product?
Well, when you hire a receptionist, you gotta keep them for 8 hours, and you only make 100 calls during the lunch. You can cover that maybe $30. So it's very low price.
Thank you.
Hi, Steve.
I,
Good to see you again. What is the uniqueness? What makes you unique compared with all these competitors out there offering the same thing that you are offering?
well, we're trying to make it turnkey, right? Because there are competitors, they say, hey, pay me this and you work it, you make it work, right? So you gotta be like a coder and a troubleshooter, and we're trying to make it turnkey. So that way, if you order today, we got you going in less than 2 hours.
And what is the social, economic, and environmental impact of your solution?
Well, you're no longer spending gas going to work. So there's benefits.
Thank you.
Hi, Steve.
Right?
How do you tackle the competition with the CRM softwares who are like already developing their own AI models? You mentioned you would be integrating AI with their CRM to make it more efficient, but a lot of these CRM companies have their own AI doing all of this. How do you like tackle that?
Well, due to AI in year 2025 and coming into 2026, and you can integrate through workflows, backend APIs. There's ways to connect. If this was 15 years ago, no. But today, yes. You can connect with other workflows, other connectivities, other tools, so that way they're not typing, right? What's the use of having an AI receptionist if you got to hire a human to type it? Makes no sense, right? So we're trying to integrate that, so that way the AI collects the information, typical name, email, phone number, and date. Date is hard. Next Thursday, it's got to think, right? That's where the AI is thinking for us. And then it's got to send alerts and bookings and all that nice stuff. But you sometimes want it in your own little CRM or your own little Google Sheets or whatever the business owner wants to start with. You know, start here and then upgrade later.
Thank you.
Do we start?
One more question, if
No more?
one more.
Yes. Can you go back to your projections? Because
Sure.
it went too fast, so I didn't see. You mentioned like 60 accounts, but I wanted to see the monies. Yeah. No.
But that's the model. You want to be the traction? The traction? Or the projections?
The projections.
The projections?
Money.
It's very profitable because AI is not expensive.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Steve. Big round of applause for Steve.